It is a glorious day because we know where we've come from, right? We were buried in our shame. It wasn't just what we were doing, it's who we were, and the weight of that crushes us. And we were afraid for anybody to know who we really were, because if they just knew what we did, if they knew what we had done, man, we needed to hide that from everybody and hide that from God. And we might not have had the words for it, but we were dead. We were spiritually dead, separated from God. And there was nothing that we could do about it. We had no hope. But that doesn't have to be true anymore because of what Jesus has done for you. He transforms everything. He changes your life. And the Apostle Paul in 2 Corinthians chapter 5 says it this way. He says, so we've stopped evaluating others from a human point of view. We used to look at people and just see the external stuff of what they looked like on the outside, how tall they were, where they lived, what car they drove. We don't have to do that anymore. He said at one time we thought of Christ merely from a human point of view as well. He was a great teacher. He was a great prophet. We talk about him all the time and celebrate him at Christmas, but it never really changed who we were on the inside. But Paul writes, how differently we know him now. How differently we know him now. And I'm wondering, does anyone in here know Jesus differently now?
Amen.
One person. Come on, does anyone know Jesus differently now?
Amen.
Yes. And this means that anyone who belongs to Christ is a new person. The old life is gone and a new life has begun. In Christ, we are transformed. We are made new. We are completely different people. We see people differently because we see Jesus differently. And we have a new purpose to live our life for, to glorify Jesus. And all of this is a gift from God. There was nothing that you did to deserve it. There was nothing you did to earn it. It's a free gift that God gave us because he loves you and his grace is for you. And he bought us back to himself through Christ. Like Jesus is the one doing this in your life. And God has given us this task of reconciling people to him. We are being transformed so that others can be transformed too. And today, many of us have come ready to give and to be in this together, to do this together. We have the opportunity to come together and be a part of creating a church where people are being transformed by Jesus and where people who are spiritually disconnected can be transformed and find a right relationship with God forever. And it's because of you. It's through you. God is using you. God is using all of us to do that. And you today are making it possible for everyone who comes after you to experience the transforming power of Jesus in their life, to be transformed, to be grace-formed.